Hi, you guys. My name is Jennifer, and I have a kindergartner and a third grader in Abeka, and I am here to help guide you through this school year and homeschool together. Today, we are focusing in on lesson 32 in the first half of this video and lesson 33 in the second half of this video. And each morning, I like to prepare our day and see what books are needed for our lessons. A lot of the times, not all books are needed. So this day, we always need our writing with phonics book. We will need our Think and Learn, our letters and sounds book, as well as our number skills K5 book. Now this day we are going to be in our arts book, which is always fun for the kiddos. We're going to go over the supplies needed for our arts, but you can get out that S flashcard. This is the book here. The supplies needed for this arts project is going to be some crayons, some scissors. We got them here. A paper plate, white to be specific, but I did use a Halloween plate and I'm just going to use it downside to the front. We're just going to make it work here, you guys, as well as a stapler. But before all that, we're going to focus in on our Bible verse. We are working on our memorization bee. And then we jump into our skills development, which is our Think and Learn book. Pages 19 and 20, and this is how it looks. This was my son. I really liked this one this day. You had to pay attention to the instructions and draw a traffic light, and he was very into this day. I thought it was a really fun one for him, and then they had to color it. I felt like it came out just the way they described it. And in the back of that page, they had to take those step-by-step designs and create it one more time. And this is how his came out. Was very happy with how he did. Then we moved into our phonics, where you can get those ladders out. For some reason, my son doesn't like when I get them out. He says he really doesn't use them, and it gets him in a fussy mood, so I didn't even add them. We moved on into our manuscript writing. We are working on S, and this has been a little bit difficult, but we are working on this one. I can see how it could be a little bit harder for some. After that, we did jump into our activity time, where you are going to dive into the arts project, and this is called Noah's Ark. So you are going to have to cut those pages out. He's following along and cutting the half of the paper plate. He is still working on those motor skills of using the scissors, but I feel like this has been great practice. I feel like we've been using scissors quite a bit. He takes his time, and that's really all I can ask for. I don't want him rushing it. Like the teacher says, it's small, not huge strokes, so I'm happy about that. And once we went ahead and cut all of those pieces and animals out, we colored the paper plate, and this is how it came out. I thought it was a super cute, fun activity, and so did he. We jumped into numbers right after. Page 25 is the page we'll be working out of. And this is how he's doing. I still feel like he's writing his numbers better than letters, but I am still monitoring that. This is how he did. I felt like his sixes are coming along. Phonics review, we are going to jump into our letters and sounds, where it is page 22, and match those letters. Once we were finished there, I always allow the language enrichment video to play, and that was our day. Stay tuned for lesson 33. All right, you guys, as always, we're going to see what books are needed for this day. We're going to go ahead and dive right on into lesson 33. This day, we are going to need our letters and sounds book, our number skills K5 book. We do always need to grab our handy dandy writing with phonics book. You can also get out a few flashcards if you like. C specifically today, but they did also put L and A. And we will also be needing to used our social studies book as well. I allowed my daughter to do this one for him. I didn't write this one out. She loves to help, so we went ahead and got that one ready for our phonics or numbers review. But before all that, we're going over memorization B and allowing our Bible video to play. Once that's over, we dive into our Think and Learn book, page 21. It was a fun one today. And we are still using our scissors and working on those motor skills. Taking his time as always, but getting the job done, trying to stay within those lines that they are asked to cut. And I like this one because it was using a lot of these shapes, the triangles, circles, and all you had to do was cut those shapes out and match them on those shapes. He was using his brain, so I did love that. He was moving them around and trying to figure out how to put the triangle on there. And that's how he was doing. I had to help him out on the other one here, but he was getting the gist of it, so I was happy about that. Sometimes these are the lessons that you don't know what they're doing for the child, but I really see how these are so helpful, not only with learning the shapes, but really utilizing your mind and working through a problem and trying to figure it out. I really saw him working it out, taking his time, and I did love that. Once that was over, we went into our phonics, and again, you could get that C flashcard out, and we are working on pages 23 and 24. Although this page on 24, they will not be doing today. You can do this at your leisure. And this was him following along. I had to remind him a few times this day, I don't know what it was, to pay attention. For some reason during phonics is the one that he seems to just get distracted. But I brought him back in. We are working on page 30 in our Writing with Phonics book. Getting to work on writing this C. And I do feel like this was a little bit easier than the S and the A he has been working on. Then we dive into our social studies book for activity time. And they had to do some more coloring. This is him here. He did hair as orange, so I did like that. And everything about it. He has gotten so much better with coloring. I'm so very proud. I hope everyone's kiddos are just coming along. And he's been doing great at filling in the numbers that are missing on these specific drills. It's fun to see the kids go up there and fill them in as well. It's been really nice to see him learn because his attention span compared to my daughter's is so much different, but he's coming along. We went into our phonics review and finished it off with language enrichment and called it a day. All right, you guys, I hope that everyone's days are getting smoother. I'll be posting a few times a week, trying to build a community where we can see each other's work and put in suggestions, whatever it may be. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, you guys.